Hi, welcome back. So this video, in a sense, is in relation to the Kenny Veach case and mystery, more to do with the CCTV footage break-in, as well as another break-in at a different store at a different time, okay? This was requested by Susan Veach, who is also a Veach family member, just to clear things up, to get rid of any misconceptions, misunderstandings of current ideas, or maybe future theories down the line if other people come along. And this is all in relation to Sean Veach, another Veach family member down the line, okay? There might have been the odd few misunderstandings tying Sean with the CCTV footage break-in at the Reiki Healing Centre, and if not that, more to do so with a completely different case in terms of a crime committed at a convenience store breaking in, and I believe armed as well. So hopefully this video will tie everything together, explain stuff and put things into a clearer perspective, okay? So to begin with, in brief, in relation to the CCTV footage of the Reiki Healing store, for most part of it, progression has been made to an extent. We've determined that it's most likely Kenny Veach based on the height, the build, the hairstyle, the hair colour, I guess even the movement, the way he walks, the potential leg injury sustained at a point, the way he grabs it, linking that to Kenny's hike footage and previous past known injuries. Tying it all together, we've also witnessed accounts and, family members that, identified him in the footage. I think we can, lean more towards the idea that, yes, it was Kenny Veach on camera. So I think that ties that up. I wouldn't say it was Sean Veach because I'll show you a picture now or shortly of Sean Veach. They do look different. And from what Susan said, at the time, Sean had a reddish blonde hair colour, which is different to what was seen in the CCTV footage, because that guy in the footage had black hair. And as I present to you shortly, the other break-in at a different store, that individual as well had black, dark hair, okay? So before we proceed onwards, let's take a look at the other break-in of the convenience store and take a look at the details and description of the burglar. The time of the robbery was around 12:25 a.m. November the 25th, 2019. Police responded to a reported armed robbery after a gas station employee said a man brandishing a firearm demanded money from the register at the gas station in the 200 block of Holly Street. Police say the suspect left the business with an undisclosed amount of cash and a carton. He was seen walking south on Holly Street near the Northwest Nazarene University campus. The suspect was described as a white man about 5'5" and 200 pounds. He was reportedly wearing khaki pants and a grey hoodie with what appeared to be an orange Bronco logo on the front. Police say armed robber of Stinker gas station has been identified. As you can see down below, that is supposedly the burglar. They're wearing a grey hoodie, they're wearing those khaki pants, they have black hair and also a dark beard. Now, as a bit of background information, Sean Veach at the time was working at a Dodge car dealership, and that was in Nampa, Idaho, a completely different state as compared to Nevada, okay? If you look on screen now, this was a photo taken of the Dodge car dealership place, a picture of some of the employees that worked there. And to make things clear, directed by Susan Veach, towards the left-hand side, the second guy is Sean Veach, Susan's son. We just zoom in a little bit. The guy wearing glasses, that is Sean Veach. And you can see with the hair colour, slightly blonde, slightly reddish, okay? If we just do a quick direct side-by-side comparison, on the left is Sean and on the right is the unknown robber who robbed a convenience store in Nampa, Idaho. So really, the only similarities is the same state in regards to this particular robbery. But as you can see, in terms of characteristics and how they visually look, I mean, they do look different. You look on the left, Sean is wearing glasses. His face seems a little bit different in shape. Chin's a bit bigger. He's wearing glasses as well, that's a key point. And his hair is lighter in colour, as I said, kind of blonde. And you look at that guy, he's got a beard, dark hair, dark colour. I mean, no offence, but to put the argument forth, you could say the guy in that orange cap looks a little bit more like that guy there because of the beard mainly and the darker hair. Whereas Sean does look different. Additionally, in terms of the height, the guy on the right was described as 5'5", 200 pounds. Now, from what Susan has said, Sean Veach was around 5'11" and weighed 175 pounds. So in terms of height to weight, there's a clear difference between the two individuals. So if we just put aside the break-in and robbery just for now, I think there was a little bit of confusion or a bit of misunderstanding around other details surrounding where Sean Veach was staying at the time. So I think on a report it was saying something like Sean Veach, age 34, which is his correct age, living at property in Idaho. But then equally it was saying Sean Veach, age 61, living in Mesquite, Nevada. So it doesn't quite make sense, but I did ask Susan about it and this is what she said. The reason Sean's name is listed at my address in Mesquite is because the day he committed suicide, he burned down his house and his mail was forwarded to my address. The reason my name is on his address in Idaho is because I was the executor of his estate. So I guess, taking ownership of the house because Sean's no longer around. Now, just to make things a little bit more clearer, in terms of the age, 61, what does that mean? Who is that? Well, I asked Susan what is her age, and she said she is 61 years old. So then that would explain that. In conclusion, hopefully that clears certain things up, puts stuff into better perspective. I know to some people they'll be like, what the hell's this? Why is this being talked about? Really, it's a bit of a messy situation. It's kind of complex and confusing to try and explain, okay? But I guess this can be in the sense of either current or future theories, ideas, misconceptions and misunderstandings to eliminate that and just to make things a little bit clearer, okay? Whether it be directly applied to the Kenny Veach mystery and the CCTV footage break-in, from a blind person's perspective or a new person coming in, and either unrelated to that other break-in of a different state, okay? So to put it all into conclusion, in terms of the appearance of Sean Veach, he doesn't match the description in terms of the appearance, the height, the weight to that break-in at the convenience store in the same state as where he was at. But equally, his actual appearance of Sean's appearance doesn't match visually what we saw in the CCTV footage of that Las Vegas break-in of the healing store, okay? Hopefully that all makes sense. And yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.